yes, as Sister Taylor talked about, creating a ward or branch family group on FamilySearch. Groups, as I think probably most people know, have been around for a while. But with this new kind of way to use them, it can create some really good opportunities for sharing of names within our units.
Within your ward and branch, yeah. So why a group? Let's look at some of the reasons why we may want to create a group on FamilySearch. So first one, and I'm sure some of you are going to identify with one of the things that we've got up on the screen. You have too many names to get all the work done. And obviously you can share them with the temple. Right now you're only allowed to, I think it's 300 is the maximum names you can have, and save for yourself. We've heard lots of people say there's just too many, we're finding so many names and we just can't get all the work done. So that's definitely a reason for a group.
Another reason is youth need baptisms and confirmations for temple trips. How many times have the youth been at a temple trip planned and all of a sudden, oh wait, Mom, I need names. They have a group shared that they can just get the names whenever they need them, even if it's just going themselves.
And we do want, with the temples getting nearer, youth maybe won't only be going on youth trips, they may want to go on their own. And so this would be a place where they can go and get a name to do that. Yeah. Next one is, this is another one you're going to hear a lot. You have male or female names you can't do yourself. If you're a female, you can't do the male names. If you're a male, you can't do the female names. And we have heard lots of members saying, I just can't do them. And I've got no one else that I can ask to do them. So this is somewhere that those members can, deposit names. Other people will help them do it.
Yeah. And also you don't have your own temple names. If there are ward members that really want to go to the temple but haven't been able to find their own names for whatever reason, absolutely, it's a great opportunity to share names.
And let's be honest, it's also for people who don't want to find their not everybody wants to, right? But there's people who like to go to the temple and don't have names. So rather than going to do a temple name, they could jump on here really easy on a group and get a name from your own ward.
Yep.
So it's really any situation, this is the idea for a group, any situation that brings the finders, the researchers, and the takers, the temple attenders, together to share this, this work together. Okay.
So some tidbits about groups. First off, church members can share ordinance reservations with ward family groups, just like you can in your own family group.
Right. Each group, so a group can have up to 100 FamilySearch users. So if you create a ward or branch group, if you reach 100 members who've joined your group, I would be so happy. I'd want to know, because you probably won't get 100 people, but you can have up to 100. So unless you're a really, really super huge ward where everyone's going to be on there, you're going to be good. So up to 100 users for each group.
And if you do hit that 100 mark, you can make another group for the rest, and then everybody can join that. And we'll mention that here. So each FamilySearch user can join up to 10 groups. So if you had 1,000 people in your ward that were doing, or is this 10,000? Yeah, they were doing actively creating names, you could have 10 groups and cover them all.
And also with that also then for people who may be worried about, but I'm already in my family group, or I have 2 or 3 family groups on the go. It doesn't change you being able to do that. You can have up to 10 groups that you are part of.
Yeah.
And this is a great one. Group members can share up to 1,000 printable family name cards. So the scope of what a group can do is so large. If you can get these up and running for your ward, anyone who goes to the temple is always going to be able to take a name their own to do that.
So how do you set up a ward or branch group? First off, someone needs to be the group administrator for your ward or branch. And that should be somebody who is in the calling, or an elder for the family history.
Yeah, administrator, you want it to be someone who is going to be the administrator for a while. I'm going to use Sister Mason as an example, because she's been doing family history forever, and she's going to be doing it forever. If she was the administrator of your group, in 2 years she's going to still be working that group. But if there's someone who is in a calling, who's not really into family history and is working to get to know their calling, but maybe in 6 months is going to be released and doing something else and then won't carry on being administrator, that's going to make it difficult. So as state consultants, definitely you're on here. I think we have some high councillors on here and some all temporary family history leaders. Be mindful when you find someone, and you can have more than one administrator, but when you find someone to be the administrator, make sure it's someone who understands the process. This isn't somewhere to have someone new who isn't familiar with it. As simple as it is, you want to make sure that it's going to actually work.
Okay. So, how do you do it? First of all, log into your family search page, whoever the administrator is, then click on your name in the upper right-hand corner. This is my page. From there, you get a drop-down menu. You click on Family Group. So once you click on Family Groups, it takes you to the Family Group page. And there you can create a group. So this little box here.
So you're seeing here, Brother Taylor already has created it so that he has one group, that's the Taylor family group, and is going to create a second.
Yeah. So when you click on that, this box will pop up. It says create a group. From there, you just fill in the information. It's got group name, group description, rules if you had it, and there's other things down below, which we'll see.
Right, and you can make that as simple as you like. You don't have to put a picture in. You just go on the next page, you just inserted a picture to save it. That's always good to help people focus on that's what it's for. It's the draws to the savior. If you have a picture of your ward family, you might want to put that in there. That's up to you. You can name it whatever you want. The rules are, there are no required rules. So you don't have to have rules, but you certainly can create as a group anything that you think is necessary, or somebody may say, well, I'm willing to put some names on there, but I want some rules about something.
Yeah. So from here, we filled in information as Mr. Taylor pointed out. We put a picture of the Savior there. We set this up for our own ward, so Pittsburgh Third Ward group, and just a little description. One thing they recommend if you're doing a group that's not a family group is to not select this, allow this group to work together in a family group tree, because everybody's going to be a different tree. So you do definitely want to select allow this group to share ordinances, and then click the checkbox, and then click on the create the group button. There you have it. So I wonder if everybody could mute, please. Somebody's got some noisy background. I'm not able to do that from here. So once you create the group, you click on the view group button. And then it takes you to this page, which is your group page. So from here, you can invite people. And there's two ways to invite. Once you click on that button, you get this little pop-up that says you can email or copy the link. So we'll go ahead and click on email. And then what that does is it fires up your email program and gives this little kind of boilerplate email you can send, which is completely customizable.
Yeah, so you see they it's got the basic of the message that, you know, you're being contacted about joining the group, and then the link to do so. If you want to personalize it, you know, you could, you know, sign it, hi, Sister Taylor, it's me here, we're setting up this group and explaining what's going on. We'd love you to join, you know, make it as personal as you want, or you could send a group email. And just sort of generally attach that to everybody. So you can make that as personal as you want. So if you like to do it with email, that's definitely a way that can be done. And then,
yeah, so from there, we'll go back to the copy link. If you click on that.
Yeah, so for those of you who love these, what do they call them?
QR codes.
QR codes, because they're all about QR codes right now, right? So it gives you a QR code, which you can just write there with your phone, you know, take a picture of that, and it will take you straight to that link. So people who love QR codes, this is a really, really easy way to have people join the group. So we actually did use this method just to try it out. So Brother Taylor, you know, gave me the QR code. In fact, we just use it here. I took a picture of the QR code, and it straight away brought up the option for me to join the group.
Yep. Also, and this is what happens. When she joined the group, then I would have to approve her down here. It says waiting to be approved. Once you approve the person, then they're in the group. You click on that little approve button. So that's one way to do it, or you can send the link directly to them and you'll still get the option to approve. So from there, you're going to want to send share reservations. So
you'll see down there,
Oh, yeah.
so his brother Taylor kindly accepted my request. He approved me. So now it shows he's the administrator and I'm a member of the group.
Yeah. So from there to share reservations, click on the big reservations button up there, which makes it easy. And then that brings up your temple information. So it takes you to this Pittsburgh Third Ward group page, or the group page, whatever you title it, and to two ways to share reservations. You can click on this red reservations list here, or the My Reservations button. It's just like sharing reservations with the temple.
Yeah.
And then you go through your current reservations, and we picked this one for Edmund DeMarsh, who needs everything, and I'm not going to be able to do the baptism, so we shared that with the group. Click the button, or the little checkbox to the upper left, right there, and then this drop down, or then click share, sorry, and then share with group.
And that's where you would have the option normally to share with the temple, and this
Yeah.
time you're sharing it with the group instead.
So once you click the share with group, it asks which group, if you have more than one you want to share it with. So we're going to select our ward group. And then from this screen, you can go through and select which ordinances you actually want to share. So I decided to go ahead and just share the baptism and confirmation. Then just click share with group. And you'll get a confirmation screen. You've successfully shared it with your group. And if we then go over to click on the group again, it shows that is now shared with the group. And just like the temple, you can share it with the group and then take it back if you want to do it yourself.
Yeah, it's always good to remember that whenever you share something, if you change your mind or you suddenly do have, you need names, you can take any names back that you share. It's shared and it's done and you kind of lost it forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important to remember that.